You know that feeling. Someone walks up to you and starts a conversation, and your brain just freezes. You know what you want to say, but the words come out wrong, or they don't come out at all. And afterwards, you replay the whole thing thinking, why am I so bad at this? Here's the truth. You are not broken. You're simply out of practice. And today that changes. Let's start with something that will immediately take the pressure off. You were not born socially awkward. Nobody was. Humans are one of the most social species on the planet. We are literally wired to connect. The problem is not your brain. The problem is that your brain has not had enough practice with the right kind of interaction. Here's what actually happened. Most of us grew up spending more and more time behind screens, texting, messaging, commenting, reacting. And while all of that feels like socializing, it is missing hundreds of tiny signals that real conversation depends on. Body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, eye contact, pauses, energy. None of that exists in a text message. So your brain got really good at one language and barely practiced the other. Think about it this way. Talking to someone in real life is like speaking a completely different language than texting. You might be completely fluent at texting. Quick replies, perfect timing, funny responses. But the moment you are face to face, it feels like you forgot everything you know. That is not a personality flaw. That is just an untrained skill. And skills can always be trained. So, what is the actual secret to getting better at talking to people? It is not a technique. It is not a script. It is not a personality type you need to become. It is practice. Specifically, more real interactions, more face-to-face moments, more opportunities for your brain to observe patterns, read signals, and learn how real conversation actually works. Your brain is extraordinarily good at picking up patterns. It just needs the raw material. And the raw material is real people in real moments. Here's a practical challenge that actually works. Give yourself 1 month. Your goal, 100 interactions with real people. They do not need to be deep conversations. They do not need to be impressive. You could ask someone for directions. Compliment a stranger. Say good morning to the person at the checkout. Each interaction is a rep, and reps build the muscle. By the end of the month, your brain will have collected hundreds of new social patterns, new data, new confidence. If 100 feels overwhelming, start smaller. 3 interactions today, 5 tomorrow. Build the habit before you build the number. The goal is not to become a social genius overnight. The goal is to stop avoiding practice and start accumulating it. Every conversation you walk away from, even the awkward ones, your brain learns something it could not learn from a screen. Here's the part most people skip over because they do not want to hear it. Some of those interactions will be awkward. Some will feel wrong. Some will end too quickly or go in a direction you did not expect. That is not failure. That is the process. Every awkward moment is your brain recalibrating, learning what works, filing away what does not. The people who are great at conversation did not start that way. They just did not stop when it got uncomfortable. Think about learning to ride a bike. You could watch videos about it all day. You could read about balance and momentum and technique. But the only way you actually learn is to get on the bike and fall a few times. Social skills work exactly the same way. Watching videos helps. Understanding the theory helps. But the real learning only happens when you're out there, interacting, failing, adjusting, and trying again. Every time you have a real conversation, your brain is quietly doing something remarkable. It is reading the other person's body language, tracking their tone, measuring their reaction to your words, adjusting in real time. This happens automatically, but only if you give it enough repetitions to build the pattern library. The more interactions you have, the richer that library becomes. And the richer the library, the more natural conversation starts to feel. Here's what changes when you commit to more practice. Conversations stop feeling like performances. You stop rehearsing what to say before you say it. You stop replaying every word after the moment passes. You start being present, actually listening, actually responding to what is in front of you instead of what is in your head. That is when talking to people stops feeling like a test and starts feeling like a conversation. So here's where you are right now. You are not broken. You're not shy by nature. You are not someone who will never be good at this. You are someone who has not practiced enough yet. And the fix is not complicated. Go talk to more people. Start small, stay consistent. Let the awkward moments teach you. Your brain already knows how to do this. It just needs the reps. Go give it some. Thanks for watching. This is Actually Productive, where discipline beats motivation and consistency builds real results. Subscribe if you're ready to improve quietly. See you in the next one.